Hello and welcome to Vasilius Strength with me, Vasilius, and today we're going to be talking about the overhead press, particularly the overhead strict press, which is the press that I've been using in my current program. So I have a very similar bench press program when it comes down to percentages, reps, weights, etc. So I'm not going to go into the numbers on this video. What we're going to be talking about here is the form that I use and a couple of other tactics that might help you with your overhead press. So I've had a couple of questions recently when people have asked me, the first question is, do I lock out my rep, every rep? And the answer is no. As you can see here, I'm not even going all the way down and resting the bar on my chest or even touching my chest, nor am I locking out my elbows at the top of the movement. So that's not to say I don't do that in previous programs, but just on this program that I'm currently running, I've chosen to keep the time under tension for the entire set. So the muscle is always under tension, which is really good for these high rep sets that I've been doing in the early stages of the program, as it's going to help with building the muscles that are going to be required for when the weights get bigger. So time under tension, that's going to build more muscle, and that's what I've been doing. So that's that question answered. Another question I've had is about this nice little head sway, this swaying body that I use, and you can clearly see it in all angles. There's a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, you need to get your chin out of the way of the bar to start with. It's no good moving the bar around your chin. You want the chin, the bar to remain on a nice path while your head gets out of the way of the bar, not the other way around. So that's one thing. Also, this is a nice angle. You can see you get the chin out of the way and then you're popping your head and your whole thoracic part of your body forwards to get your head right under the bar. So if you can see here, bang, pause that. You can see the bar is right above the middle of the top of my head. It's also in line with my elbows, with my shoulders, right down to my hips. So it's all in a nice straight line at the top. Then as I bring the bar down, I'm swaying back, I'm extending at the thoracic portion of my spine, aka my kind of upper back is extending backwards so that I can catch the weight just under the chin without it hitting me in the face. And the idea is to extend at the upper part of your back, your thoracic, not the lower part of your back, the lumbar. It's okay to have a slight bit of natural bend, but I don't want to bend too far back on my lumbar spine, thus putting that area under pressure. Another thing you can do to help with that extension and to keep the lumbar supported is you can really squeeze your glutes throughout the whole set. And that's what I do. Whenever it's a set from behind, you can see that in the camera that I'm really squeezing. I also like to do it with a nice wide base. So I've got my legs straightened, strong, tensed, glutes engaged. And that just gives me a really good base. Think about the base of a pyramid. The wider the base, the larger you can get, the taller you can get the pyramid. So big base equals stability, which is exactly what I'm doing right here, as you can see. Hand width, I like to have my pinkies touching the little lines on the knurling, the break in the knurling. That's where I have my hands, so it's quite a wide width. I used to do it with a much more narrow width. I'd say probably a whole fist away from that line in the knurling. That used my triceps better. And I was very good at that. I got up to 117.5 kilo strict press, which I was very happy with. However, on this program, I wanted just to work my shoulders a bit more, to take the triceps out and just to try a different style, really. So that's the width. Another cool tip is lat engagement. So as I'm bringing the bar down, I tuck my elbows in. This allows me to keep my elbows vertical, my forearms vertical rather, stopping my shoulders from internally rotating, which for me, I do have a little bit of internal rotation, so that's a really good tip for anyone who also has the same issues. So you tuck your elbows forwards a bit, and that just that keeps your forearms straight. Also, it does allow you to use more of the lats, which you'll find working. A lot of the time when I've done a big set, especially when the weight gets heavier, I'll feel my lats afterwards, which is a really cool feeling. So let me think. More tips. Looks like I'm still shoulder pressing, so I'm gonna have to give you some more tips to fill the video. Breathing. Deep breath in as you're bringing the bar down to your chest, so you've got a full belly of air as you explode the bar upwards. So just as you're kind of collecting the weight at the bottom, you take another suck that quick deep breath in. Then you can keep that all the way up and even half of the way down, just until you're collecting it at the bottom, ready to reverse the weight. That's when you just blow it out, suck it in quick as you can. Forceful, big belly of air. The more air you've got in your belly, the more powerful you are. So that will do on the tips. Just while I thought of it, going back to my form, as you'll see when I'm doing these reps, I do start off with the bar on my chest for the first rep, and I will lock it out fully extended on the final rep of each set that I do in the program. So at the end of this set, you'll see me straighten the arms, completely lock it out, push my head through under the bar, and then I hold it there for at least 5 seconds at the top. I think these holds at the top are really beneficial as well. So that's what I've been doing on this program. Watch that. Hold in and down. And you even get to see me shirtless. Lucky you. Well, that's all the tips I got for you today. Enjoy the rest of the shoulder pressing video. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.